everybody, it's Monica from tlcmonica.com, and on today's video I'm going to go over a really boring topic, but something that is pretty hot right now in the year 2020 with all of this stuff going on in our world. Taxes. Yeah, it's already past the tax deadline for this year, but I know some have not filed yet, and we've been extended the time because of everything going on with the coronavirus. So I have some tips, and even if it's too late for you this year, it's not too late to start organizing yourself for next year if you are an ESL online teacher and have a little difficulty keeping track of your expenses. Okay, so I want to go over some tips with you. First disclaimer though, I am not a tax professional by any means. This is just what I have found that works for me to stay organized, and I hand everything off to my tax professional. So, not a tax professional here. Okay. First thing you need to know, most important, is the difference between an employee and an independent contractor. Employees fill out a W-4 for the employer because this tells the employer how much taxes to hold out. Okay. And you get paid however you get paid, bi-weekly, twice a month, monthly, whichever. But the W-4 tells the employer how much taxes are going to be held from your check. Independent contractors fill out a W-9 from the company. This means that the company is telling the IRS, hey, I've paid this person so much money, I am not holding any taxes out of their checks. Okay, so we fill out a W-9. So it is very, very important that when you fill out your W-9 that you are extremely accurate with your information, the way you spell your name, your address, social security number, everything, okay? You want it to match how you would normally fill out for the IRS. And as independent contractors, we get a 1099 from the company that we worked with that shows how much money we made for the year and does not show any taxes being taken out, okay? So it's just our income that we can use to then give our tax person, here you go, this is what I made, how much do I owe? And the 1099 means you are responsible for paying taxes on that big amount that you made this year. Now, a big question is whether or not independent contractors have to pay quarterly taxes. This is where you pay taxes, you send money to the IRS each quarter, no matter how much you've made, because you don't know what you're going to make that year yet, but you're sending in money each quarter. This is going to depend on a few things. First, do you usually owe taxes? Because if you usually do, to be safe, and this is just my opinion again, not a tax professional, but to be safe, I've always heard that the tax magic number is 30%. So if you are used to and always owe every tax year, it's a great idea to just automatically start sending in 30% of the income you've made each quarter. That way you're ahead of the game a little bit, and that income for the year isn't going to cause you to owe even more. And another factor is if you are not a U.S. citizen, you will need to pay quarterly taxes. Again, not a tax professional, but that is one of the points that was made to me when I was looking into this. Again, I've heard the 30% number is the number to focus on when you're sending in quarterly taxes, but again, if you need that specific number, see your tax professional. Because there are other factors that you need to include as well. You know, if you have any dependents, if you have another full-time job and you pay high taxes on that, you may not have to hold so much taxes back. Or if you don't pay, or if you pay in, you know, a minimum amount of taxes on your regular job, then you might want to do the 30%. So it just really depends on a lot of different factors that you want to go over with your tax professional. It also depends on how much your deductions are for the year. And this, I'll give you a short list that I used for myself last year. And that was, you know, I bought a laptop computer, I bought a desk, I bought, you know, a mouse, a keyboard, props, a printer, ink for the printer, copy paper for the printer. You know, if you buy a webcam, if you have lighting, And even a portion of your internet bill can be written off as deductions. Again, your tax professional will go over what is acceptable deductions for you and what you're doing as an independent contractor. I know some things that are not deductible, and that is makeup, coffee, and food. Okay, so don't even try it. Another good tip for staying organized and to make it easier when you take everything to your tax person is to print everything out. I order from all different kinds of companies. I buy stuff from Target, from Walmart, Best Buy, Office Max. I order from Etsy, Amazon, you know, you name it. And I'm all about ordering online if I can. So what you want to do is print everything out and have it organized. I literally just have it all in a yellow folder. I have all of my Etsy receipts, all of my Amazon receipts, and I do this at the end of every month. And I like to have it printed out, but you can also do it digitally if you want. And then you can create a spreadsheet on Excel. And on the spreadsheet, I have, you know, all my deductions, the total, all my income, the total, and I just hand it over. I'm like, here. I literally did that with our tax professional, and I said, you know what? I wrote everything down. I categorized it. I don't know if you needed this detailed, but here it is. And she really appreciated it and made it so much easier for her. She didn't have to add anything. I have all my receipts in case I ever get audited. I checked it 5 times, so I know what I gave her was accurate. QuickBooks is a great option as well if you are comfortable doing your own bookkeeping. So again, I am not a tax professional. Everything in this video is just my advice, stuff that I learned the past year doing my taxes, what made it easier for me to get everything ready for my tax person. So if you have any questions, talk to your tax professional. But if you do have any questions or want any more tips on staying organized, that's where I come in. You can email me anytime. All right, catch you later.